And then to top off the channel strategy portion of the guide, they talk about some strategies for having multiple channels. If you are splitting up your podcast into multiple channels, these are some things that they recommend. First of all, you want to make sure that you have a unique voice and purpose for each of them. Again, there's no point if your clips look very similar to your full podcast episodes. Maybe there's not a reason to be separating them into multiple channels. Just keep them on one. But if you do, make sure that they are unique and each of them has its own individual purpose. The channel should be identifiable, but not indistinguishable. So you want to make them look unique from one another. One of the things that I typically do and have done in the past is I'll use inverted colors. So, if I have a podcast episode and like the branding, maybe the background of the branding is black for like the channel trailer or for the channel banner and things like that. If I create a clips channel, I might make the banner white instead and just kind of create some contrast there so that at least there's a very clear difference when you go to a clips channel versus the full podcast channel. Now, you also want to make sure you're creating different content for different audiences. If you have determined that you want to create a second channel, you're likely doing so because you anticipate different audiences on each of those channels. Make sure that the content that you are creating on those channels reflects those different audiences and is created for those audiences. And then they also talk about some strategies for promoting new channels, again, should you decide to create additional channels. So first of all, you want to utilize end screens to promote other channels and content. Obviously, end screens are elements that you can add to the end of your videos. You can create subscribe buttons there so people could subscribe to your new channel. You can recommend videos that you've uploaded to your new channels, in both directions as well. You can utilize established channels to help promote new channels by publishing teasers and things like that. So if you've got a new show that you've just launched on a brand new podcast channel, create a teaser on your established channel that you can upload and tell your audience about, and then put those end screens in there and send people over there to try to grow your audience and subscribers over on the new channel. Then you want to link channels to each other in descriptions. Again, just another self-explanatory, simple way to kind of connect your different channels together. Include all relevant links in those descriptions when you can. And then also use the community tab. I find actually the community tab is just sort of like it's almost like a Facebook feed or like an Instagram feed in a way where you can go in and add text updates, images, links to content, things like that. I've found that oftentimes the engagement rate on the community tab can be just as good, if not even higher than that of engagement that I would get for the same brand on, Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. YouTube does a good job at allowing you to utilize things like polls, and, they make it very easy to add comments and engage with posts on YouTube. So if you have some content that you're looking to promote or a new channel, go into that community tab. I don't know that people use it enough. And I think there's a lot of opportunity there for people to use that for promotional purposes and to kind of just get some additional engagement on their channels. So if you're not using the community tab, do it.